Well, hello, hello, everyone. Wow, doesn't this take us back to the days when we used to do this a lot? I am so excited to be doing this again on my platform that I get to choose what to say and when to say and uh, how many to put up and how many not to put up. I mean, you guys don't know all about the back stuff of YouTube, but I'm saying this because this is a theme that's going on with us, right? This is a theme that's been happening, doing things our way, even if there's a big resource that you think you need to take from, right? That's Pluto, right? So let me give you the example that I'm thinking is, YouTube wants it done a certain way, right? And Pluto in um, Taurus is talking about learning to do it where you're comfortable, where you feel good, where you feel safe, right? And for a couple of years now, I've been trying to figure that out. Like you guys know that, right? And so that's why I'm over here. That's why I'm doing it my way. That's why I'm doing it privately to those that want to give their energy through a subscription, through helping with donations, through helping other individuals when we're doing lives. Like all of that, right, is just uh, I've figured out through myself, not all myself, right? I have help because you can get help. David's my help, right? But I've figured out this is how I want to do tarot. I don't want to do tarot where I'm putting out 30 videos a week, with every sign and it just becomes this work, 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 work thing. I don't mind hard work, but I want to do it in an more open space, and I've figured that out. So I'm just telling you this part because I'm so happy, and I want you guys to understand and think about what's calling in your life that makes you happy, the things that you want, but how is it going to make you feel safe and comfortable and secure, right? Like it would have been so easy for me just to go with the flow and do what every other tarot reader was doing. Remember, I started tarot before it got really, really big on YouTube, and then all of a sudden everybody else started doing tarot and I was like, that's not it. We need to do this a different way. It's not about churning out these cards and channeling all the time this way. I just had my own thing with that. So, um through back and forth of me not wanting to do any at all but still wanting to do it for friends and clients. Sorry, there was a skip there because we're still in retrograde. But I figured it out. I did it my way. I did it the way that I wasn't going to compromise with, or I guess compromise, yes, but not give up any of my value, not give up any of the way that I see it. And I want you guys, I'm telling you this story so that you guys understand and try to put that into your personal life. What is it that you want, but you don't see it right, but you've been dealing with it for a while, but you want it your way to make you feel safe, to make you feel comfortable, to make you feel secure, right? And so that's kind of what this is about. We have this new moon in Taurus coming up, and I'm gonna do the astrology on that. Fascinating. I'm taking a very different turn than everybody else. I fascinating what spirit the teacher was telling me, channeling what I was channeling from the teacher. Right? It's just fascinating. We're going to look at stuff that probably nobody else is looking at, and the way that I saw it. Um, it's so cool. But let's get to these cards. Let's see what's going on with you guys. I'm really excited. My heart is open. I'm so happy to be doing this for you. And that's what Pluto wants us to understand, that we can feel safe, secure, and happy on doing it our way, on our own, having our own resources, like making our own, pulling our own resources, understanding that we have power. Like do, do you get that I'm just this one little bitty, spiritual teacher, medium, whatever you want to call me, a hypnotherapist, whatever you want to call me, against YouTube, who's already has a system in place and they don't want to change much, right? Like, do you understand that I didn't break down the system. I just used my resources in a very different way, right? And so that's kind of what Pluto is trying to help us understand is like you have more power than you think, right? I want you guys to really understand that you have more power than you think, right? And I get to use my avatar, which is like I was thinking about being authentic, right? Because we're supposed to be authentic with these other aspects that are going on. And my authenticity is like I want to when I first see, I don't know if y'all know this, but when I first started uh, doing it on YouTube, tarot on YouTube, I did not want to show my face. Not because I was afraid to show my face, because I used to stand up in front of CEOs and make big major presentations and whatever. Like very, very wealthy men that y'all probably hear in the news all the time. I'd stand up in front of them and do whatever. Like I wasn't afraid of the camera that way. The reason I didn't want to show my face was because I didn't want to be a distraction to what was going on with the reading. That's the only reason. Like that's the only reason that I did it that way, right? And so then it became a thing to like show your face, and I know everybody wants to meet me, and so I was like, okay, I'll pacify, my managers and pacify YouTube, and I'll do it the way that they want. And all of that just became crazy. Um, so this way, I'm not saying not gonna get on camera because again, it has nothing to do with me being afraid of the camera. I mean, I do get a little OCD about my image and whatever, but it has more to do with I don't want to be the distraction. I want you guys to get the message, right? And so there's some people who don't like the hand finger gesture, and that's fine. They don't have to, because guess what? I'm over here. I'm doing it privately. All right. But this is the way I'm choosing to do it to be authentic. And this way, you get an avatar. It's kind of me. I'm kind of liking her. I'm getting used to her. Y'all are getting used to her. And sometimes I'll show my face or not. But the whole point is that if I'm feeling like I want to that day, then I will. If I'm feeling like I don't want to that day, then I won't. And there's no pressure to try to do it the way the algorithm's going to say, or the way, a manager is going to tell me, or the way a social media, you know, person that knows how to do this stuff is going to tell me. So I'm just putting these stories together so that you guys understand where we're at right now. And these are the things that you need to sit with, not specifically my things, but your things. Like, what are the things that make you feel comfortable? What are the things that make you feel safe? You don't have to not do stuff, right? You can find a way through resources, through your own resources, through your critical thinking, through the way that you want it, and you can create something new. You are powerful, okay? So let's get started with this reading. That's in like 10 minutes of me jabbering on, but I'm just trying to get spirit. Uh, and you guys, your guides and stuff into the room. You guys know I do that. I'm just kind of get the energy going. Um, Let me know. I do want feedback, so let me know if like the lighting's off, if you don't like the way that the camera, if there's too much saturation and all that. Like you can let me know. I don't know that I'll change it, but you can let me know. No, I do want other people's opinion. All right. So let's talk about. We have this new moon coming up on Friday. And I know that you guys have been working on something, and we have the Grand Cross coming up, the one that I showed you guys, right? We've already talked about this, but let's take a look at just something in general. Let's leave it open because I've already kind of told you guys what's coming, and for you guys to sit with what needed to be sat with. And I'm giving you examples of how I'm doing it. And I know I'm not the only one that's going to have breakthroughs. You are too. So, and you guys know I'm in a smaller place now that I moved back to California. So obviously I have a smaller desk. So you got to bear with me. But again, this is all private. Now, I will tell you guys that um, I'm going to release like 2 minutes of this on YouTube just to kind of let people know what's going on over here. All right, here we go. Ooh, so some of you got, well, all of you. It's really okay. Y'all have such a, I don't know how to describe. It's like what's going on outside is not what's going on inside. Hold on. Hmm. Well, we do have some separation, but we do have the phase changing. But we know this, right? Y'all are looking in the wrong direction. Oh my goodness. Come on, guys. What's going on here? Like, look, this is the way you see yourself. This is the way somebody sees you. Like, this is how you see yourself. This is how the world sees you. You see the difference? Like, there's a big difference. This is what you're getting. This is them helping you to get through this because this is what you're thinking, but it's because you know something's coming up. It's almost like you're indulging in un, this is what I feel. I feel like it's a habit to be a worrier. I'm just going to throw this out there. This is the example I'm getting. It's a habit to be a worrier, and you don't want to worry, and you hate people that worry all the time and complain all the time and all of that, yet you indulge yourself and you do it. But you like look at other people doing it and you don't like it. Like you see that you shouldn't be doing it. You see that you don't like that type of person that does it and but you're doing it. Does that make sense? All right, let me get over here and finish the spread. Uh, okay. Mm. Y'all are so protected. Yeah, I mean, and by protected, I mean protected from yourself. Like, y'all are so protected that it's true. It doesn't matter if you mess it all up, if you muck it all up, if you fuck it all up. It's just gonna do what it's gonna do, right? And so